Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Racing Series Formula One League Division 5. Tonight it is round 10, Austria, one of the fastest tracks on this grid. We're looking forward to this one. Tonight your host is RSF1 Raikkonen, and I am joined this evening by RSF1 Easton. Evening, sir.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Oh, feel good. That's looking nice, you know.
Sorry?
Oh, 19 drivers. That's looking nice, you know.
That is looking very nice, 19 drivers, so we should be in for a good little treat here. So, have you spectated up, my friend? Yes, you have.
Yep.
Please don't go back into another car.
It's fine. I joined late last time. Oh, we've got a 20th driver.
Oh! We've got a full grid tonight in F5. Excellent.
For that, I'll give them each a strawberry lace.
Sorry?
For that, I'll give them all of them a strawberry lace.
Yep, okie dokie. Right, okay, so Austria, you're racing here tomorrow, so you can't really comment on how your race went. So, over the last couple of races, we've had some mixed conditions, so I've heard. I've not been able to watch them, been away at work. Have you watched them at all, Easton?
I've watched both of them, yeah. I believe both.
Yep.
Were a dry quality, but they had rain throughout both races, but S2 went back to dry, but S3 stayed wet.
Ooh, okay, and was it enough slapping on intermediates, or were they still able to go on slicks?
That was almost full wets at one point.
Ooh, so it did get relatively wet around the track then. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the championship standings at the moment as they currently stand. As I know at the moment, I'm just waiting for my laptop to load up, guys, sorry about this. I know the RSF1 Scotsman is starting to pull away in the lead. I think he's got a 26-point gap now over Timmer, so that's made strides in his championship challenge. But obviously we have got the fastest lady in RSF1 of Jessie Racer. She is coming up. Right, okay, we're underway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen who are tuning into the stream. It is nice to see you all. Please comment on quality of stream, and if there's any problems, we will do everything we can to rectify it. So, Easton, last year, how did you get on at Austria?
Well, I was doing my race runs and qualifying for some reason. Still don't know why, but
Sorry?
I was doing my race runs in Q2. Don't know why I decided to do that, but I did. And then I got 4th in the end. I'm about 15th.
Oh, nice.
So I was happy with that.
Yeah, brilliant.
How did you get on?
I can't actually remember. I don't think it was actually a really good result. So, not one of my best races. Last season wasn't one of my best seasons. I still say to this day that season 1 was my best season so far in RSF1. But at the moment as well, with work, I can't really progress much in season 3 at the moment either. So, I'm still enjoying racing, so it's okay. So, full grid. So, we are going to have to get all the drivers out to set lap times in Q1. It looks nice and dry at the moment, so we could see some good times, good fast times coming from Division 5.
It also helps when it's a short track.
Yeah, and it's just like the amount of time you're on full throttle as well in this track as well. Like, you get so much speed up on this track.
Yeah. End of Sector 2 is one of my favourite sections on the whole game.
Yeah. The amount of speed just carry through that double left-hander.
Ah, it's disgusting. I love that.
Yeah, and especially on this game as well, because they seem to be carrying the speed a lot better this game.
It was like the opposite from last game, where they had a lot of straight line speed. But this game, it's more focused on downforce, which is quite good.
Mhm. Okay, so Scotsman's out there on track.
Yep, Scotsman. Championship leader. I think he also won in France, didn't he, last week? Because we were both in comms for that one.
Yeah. It was, so yeah, so that was an interesting. It was not a bad race last week in F5, was it?
Yeah, I think I can remember back. He had that three-way battle for the lead. Then everyone else was just DRS trained on the back.
Yeah.
So it'll be good tonight, especially with a full grid around Austria, one of the most exciting tracks in the calendar.
Yeah. So what sort of times do you reckon we're going to see from Division 5 tonight then, Easton?
I can't. Yeah, I really don't know because it's such a short track. Times can an F5 driver could easily match an F2 driver around this track, so I'm not sure. I would say, to be safe, probably a low 4 will be quite competitive.
Yeah. Okie dokie, so Scotsman on the first to flyer, we'll keep on watching. We'll see what he is, one of the faster drivers of Division 5. Evening Source, how are you? Ooh, we've been given a little hint and tip.
Oh, go on, spill the beans.
Mid-race, we've got some wet stuff on the way.
Oh, love to hear it.
Oh, Scotsman there with a 104.4. Oh, and we're actually following Andy as well, though. So Andy's done a 105, his teammate.
What did I say? A 4 flat would be competitive. Get in there, cracking. Made my prediction right.
Nice there from the Williams.
No. Just no. Never. No rain.
Kibuki now on a flying lap in the black Mercedes, but as invalidated by the looks at the last corner, so it's going to cost him for the next lap as well.
I've jumped aboard with force manure.
On a flying lap in the McLaren, so he's now coming down sector 2. Sorry.
I'm bored with force manure at the minute.
Okay, let's go and see what he's doing, shall we? About to cross the line, isn't he? Yep.
48.
Nice, 104. So it looks like at the moment then a 104.053 from McCracken is the fastest time. So it'll be interesting to see if Scotsman can respond to that, or is he not going to bother this one because of obviously being as early as it is in qualifying 1. Will that time that he set there be enough to see him through?
Sauce 4.6, not too shabby. Buys from Sauce.
Right, we've got one tribal in the Red Bull on his outlap. So the team's home track. Can he put a good result in for his team?
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Right, is he now coming round the last 2 corners? Easton, do you want to take it away for this flying lap?
Yeah, may as well. So, coming
We're
up
on
the
board.
hill. So up the hill into turn 1. Goes down 7, no, never mind. Boutmass does that very nicely. Up the hill again, up to turn 2. I think. No, we're coming up to turn 3, we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's turn 2, now turn 3.
Right, cool. Down 6 gears. Short shift, reds it right out and exit. Looks like he's got a lot of straight line speed in this Red Bull. Down at turn 4.
Yeah, 200 miles an hour already.
Does that nice little hitch inside curb and runs it right out to the road. Up into turn 5 now. Uses all the curb turning in. Now uses all the curb here. No, he uses a bit of it down in turn 6. Now through turn 7 he's done that very nice. This is looking very kinetic so far from one triangle. Round turn 8 now, down the hill to turn 9, one of the trickiest corners on the track. Keeps it valid and coming.
Very nice there.
4.5.
104.
This is great.
That is a very good lap there, very nice clean lap, and just the pace that he was carrying around the track as well.
Yes, through those flat corners, it was ridiculous how much speed he was actually carrying.
Right, okay, so Sim Racing, he is out on a outlap at the moment. He is one of the he was battling for the lead almost like, well, he was last week, and unfortunately he's on an outlap. I don't know if he was thinking he'd need to get out of the way. Is anyone there?
Move.
Yeah, unfortunately that last lap finish line, celebrating a little bit too early, didn't take the conditions in and lost control.
Yeah, he said that to me in the Mercedes chat, no early celebrations this week.
Okay, so he's just gone negotiated through turn 1, coming down through turn 2, gaining up much speed as he can. Hits up to top the hill, turn 3 now at 200 miles an hour, hard on the brakes, into turn 3, goes a little bit wide, sometimes it can be a fast line, but the apex there is going to make you lose speed. Up to the second DRS zone now of the track, through to 7th, 8th gear, and then down the hill, brake just after the 100 metre board, going downhill, keep it nice and tight, into second gear there for the extra rotation for the Mercedes. Keep it in nice and tight to the right hand side of the track, use as much of the apex and swing it in now into I can't remember the turn number, into this next corner, use the apex and then swing in again, carry as much speed, rides a bit too much to the apex and go a little bit wide and invalidated.
Bye. Chat on. Who's done a lap? Mr. Double's on a lap. Not too far behind.
RSF1 double.
Stedging his little brother, looking very quick this season. He is. RSF1 double is. On the cross, it's a 5.1.
5.1. Okay, so 8 minutes left of the session. We have now like nice steady pace of drivers coming out. They're not. Right, what are the hashes doing? So RSF1 Locker there has done a 4.9. So both of the hashes are pretty much evenly paced on thingy, with 104.9s.
Yeah.
McCracken at the moment has not been touched on his 104 dead. One Tribal's happy with that lap and think that's enough to get through. Let's hope he's right.
If I was McCracken, I would just retire it. Because you know you're safe with that time. Unless...
What are you?
I'm 99% sure he will be safe. But I'll never write off any of these drivers.
Could be a duel to see so far. Right, okay, so we have got... Okay, so Timmer on his first flying lap of the session. It's just in his fastest sector 1, he's done purple. Nice.
Oh, sauce! And Scotsman are on this time actually. Just realised that.
Sorry?
Sauce and Scotsman set 1 minute 4.478.
Identical times.
Damn. That's how close this track is. That does.
Timmer there sets a 105.098. That's a good lap there from Timmer. Evening, Sir Toto Wolf. How are you, sir? Okay, so danger zone at the moment then is Daniel P45, Mossy Meister, who is starting another flying lap.
Yeah,
So
looks
can
like
the Red Bull get himself out of the danger zone? He's currently sitting P17. Okay, so up the start-finish straight into turn 1. Throw it in nicely there. In through the gears now. Along the first DRS zone of the track. Through turn 2. Tiny little turn 2 now, and then up the hill towards turn 3 at 200 miles an hour. Hard on the brakes and bring it in nice and tight. Don't go too wide, but you have Scotsman just decided that's enough. Open the DRS for the second zone now, and then start coming down to the hill towards turn 4. Nice and tight there on the exit, and then bring the car to the right hand side for turn 5. Get ready to turn 6. Use as much of the apex you can. Throw it into turn 6. Right. Oh, no. Took a bit too much apex there. Unlucky. So Stars Orphan Kabuki is now coming out, but Jessie Racer, she is now about to start her first flying lap. Well, she's on an out lap at the moment, still yet to set a lap. We've been watching this young lady since she started later on in the season, and she has managed to claw back such a gap and be a contestant for the championship this season. Lincoln Dave at 103.9.
That's a great lap, you know.
Okay, let's ride on board with Jessie Racer as she starts her first run now on the soft tyres. Up the hill, the start-finish straight, brake just before the 50-metre board and cut the corner beautifully there and carry as much speed as she did there. Through the first DRS zone now and up through turn 2. Very slight corner but makes no speed difference. Hard on the brakes just at 100-metre board into turn 3. Nicely done there. Exit, short shifting, and then rev the car up the hill to get as much straight line speed as you come down the hill now towards turn 4. Nearly hitting 200 miles an hour. Hard on the brakes again for turn 4. Keep it nice and tight as you come down the hill. Throw the car to the right hand side of the track for turn 5 and keep it there, ready to throw it in for turn 6. The double left hander loses a bit of speed there on the line, doesn't get it nice and tight, and then throw it into turn 7 and then flat out through turn 8. Ride the apex, fastest sector 2 still there from Jessie Racer. Down the hill now towards 9 and 10, last 2 trickiest corners of the circuit. 4th gear now for this one, cut the apex, but don't go wide on the exit, it will ruin you. 104.2.
Wow.
I think she lost a little bit of pace there from end of sector 2 and the last 2 corners.
Daniel P45's on a lap
believe Daniel P45 on a lap.
I think he was 2 tenths up there.
Yeah, he is 2 tenths up.
Good lap from Daniel, puts him
11th. Gets him out of the danger zone. So at the moment in the danger zone we have got RSF1 Double, who is now coming out the pits to respond. Sim Racing, who's currently on a flying lap and currently 100 up on his time now as he comes through sector 2. Andy, he's invalidated, so we won't be doing much. And so Stars Orphan and Kabuki on an outlap. So we'll get back with Sim Racing 21, who's now 3 tenths up through sector 2.
Yep. We can nail this last sector, it could be up. Well, could be around Scotland's time. Done that pretty nicely.
Well, if he nails the sector now, it looks like it'll be 104, 104.6.
Nailed it.
Okay, so in the danger zone on flying lap, Andy. Oh, Andy's not enjoying Austria by the looks of it. He's off the track.
Here comes Daniel again, though. It stays 12th.
And improves on his time as well. Look at this, Easton.
Yes, well, what? Where,
from P3.
Oof, damn, that's close.
How close is that?
Some racing makes it even closer. Throws himself up in the 8th.
Oh wow. Stars orphan, can he get himself out of the danger zone?
No, this one
Oh, what a lap that is.
P13.
This is amazing. Ricky goes stage P20 was for 5.5. What's hand?
Ricky there in one of the Mercedes seems to be struggling. Andy, what can he do in the Alfa Romeo? Can he hook the lap up? He's got a lot of traffic in his way. It's going to compromise his lap, surely.
Oh, he's 4 tenths down, and he's not got enough fuel for another run. Double needs to go again.
Okay,
Still going for it. Fair play, Andy. Oh, he's invalidated. Fat F. Massive F in the chat.
What can Double do now in his Ferrari? On pressure softs. Currently up on his time by 2/100ths of a second. Comes down the hill now towards turn 4. And the session is officially over, so anyone who is now just finishing off laps that are already started. Currently up on his time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to get him through. Currently sitting in P18. Nice last sector there.
It's just enough.
Time goes P13 and gets through to Q2 by the looks of it, unless Locker's got something to say about it.
He goes
Down to
P13.
P14, Locker gets through. What's Andy gonna do? Andy's not doing anything. So that is it. So
That's all she wrote.
qualifying 1 is over, guys.
Wow, that's so close. From 4th Jesse Racer down to 17th Haroldinho is 7 tenths.
Yep. That is what you call close.
Yep, very, very close.
Oh!
Yes.
Nearly had. I was like hoping we weren't going to get a big F from the AI then, because like obviously we've still got cars on the track going around, and if they crash into each other and terminate each other. Oh. So, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our eliminations from qualifying 1. Force Manure, Haroldinho, Mossy Meister, Andy Yuzgin and Kabuki. Mercedes and Alfa Romeo, 2 of the top competitors for the overall constructors, starting the last 2 spaces.
Oh yeah. That Mercedes win. What?
Oh!
Cheeky flex.
Well, not a very good start, not a very good performance there. Well, not a very good scenario there for Alfa Romeo and Mercedes, but it's a long race. Anything can
This is
happen.
actually quite
Yep.
And it usually does.
I've done it twice and back.
Qualifying 2. Right. So, whether the drivers are going to pick up on their rain or will the weather change in between, we don't know, because it has been known to do that. So, mediums or softs to start on, Easton?
It's always hard to tell in these scenarios if it's mid-race rain. Because, depending on track and depending when the rain comes, 9 times out of 10 I would usually go softs, but since it's mid-race, and it could come after the soft tyres are pit window, mediums would be quite beneficial, so I'm really not sure. Because last night people started the mediums thinking it was going to be mid-race, but there was rain on the formation lap.
Oh, was
so
it?
So it spiced everything up. So I'm not sure.
Right, okay, so Locker has come out on mediums. We've got Jessie Racer, she's come out on the mediums. She's out nice and early. Skivids, he's out on medium, or they're out on mediums. Sauce, he's out on mediums. So we're out on track at the moment, they're out on mediums.
Oh, hell, Daniel would have made it through if he didn't invalidate. He was 5/10 up before invalidated.
Oh. Big F.
Massive F. Humongous F, actually. Oh, Sauces was just kind of signing
back
off
into
him.
the pit lane.
Yep. Maybe, well, but rubber down. And what hat is that, Mr. Locker? Yes, it is.
Lincoln Davis currently out on softs at the moment. I feel a bit of teamwork maybe happening. I don't know.
Oh, that's why Sauce tried to get wing damage.
Oh, Sauce got wing damage on the pit exit. Ouch. That is unfortunate there. It can catch you out. It is quite a narrow pit lane.
The pink car next. Give it. What's next?
Okay, so Skivid is going to be the first one to set a lap on the mediums?
Yeah, I believe so. Followed by Jessie Racer.
Let's see the Jessie Racer, is she on a flyer now as well?
Yeah,
she is.
So it's going to be interesting what these medium tyre runners can do.
So Jessie and Skivid are quite close to each other, so we'll go with Skivid first. They're going to cross the line first.
Oh, I think there's a spin up. Oh no.
Oh yes, there is.
Yes, he's next. Wow.
A 104.9.
Very good lap. Wow. Very
good
very
lap there on the medium tyres.
Daniel's next on the medium tyres as well in AlphaTauri. I think he also races in AlphaTauri like you, I believe. You race AlphaTauri?
Indeed, he is a fellow garage buddy, so he comes all across the line on 105.7.
Oh, Rogue.
Ooh, very nice down the Williams, in the Williams there, but that is on the soft tyre. Yeah, on the Williams. And I think I can smell dinner.
Oh.
Stormbreaker.
Walker keeps it valid just about 5-6, puts to just front of Daniel.
Okie dokie, right, as I was mentioning earlier, I need to talk about the Constructors' Championship.
Oh,
that's not right. Not the Constructors, the Championships. Okay.
Did you?
So, sorry.
You'll need to read through them. I don't have them.
Yeah, I've got them. Okay, so at the moment in the championship lead with 116 points is RSF1 Scotsman in the Alfa Romeo. 116 points, that's 26 points ahead of Timmer in the AlphaTauri, 90 points in second. Daniel P45 is only 1 point behind his teammate now, with 89 points. And Jessie Racer, she's crawled up now 85 points into 4th place, so she's only now for only 31 points behind. Good solid victory here, and maybe a bad result for Scotsman could see that change absolutely catastrophically. Bear with me a moment, Hippo Man. I'll go through that moment after I've gone through the drivers. Ted first in the Ferrari in 5th place with 73 points. Sim Racing 21 in 6th in the Mercedes with 60 points. RSF1 double for his first season, nice sitting there nice and 7th in the Ferrari with 50 points, so he's had a good haul of points there. Rogue in the Williams as well, 47 points. Both Williams drivers on 47 points in 8th and 9th there. So identical points. Quite ironic, really. One Tribal in 10th in the Red Bull with 46 points. Lincoln Dave in 11th with 31 points in his McLaren. Skivid in the Racing Point with 28, sitting in P12 of the championship. 13th is Force Minnow in the Renault with 26 points. And Harold Dini in 14th in the Haas with 14 points. And Shadow Moses' teammate 3 points behind him with 11 and 15th. Stars Orphan in 16th in the Racing Point, and Mossy Meister in the Red Bull in 17th with 4 points. And Andy Yazgin in the Alfa Romeo with 2 points. And still yet to score is Kabuki and Sean Almighty in the Mercedes and Renault. McLaren, on the other hand, in the Division 5 constructors, are ahead of AlphaTauri at the moment with 194 points. 15 points trailing behind is AlphaTauri with 179 points. Alfa Romeo, they're making a resurgence back with Scotsman's latest form there with 154 points, so they're now only 40 points behind. Good couple of results to see them take the lead of that overall of that constructors. Williams sitting comfortably there in 4th place, 140 points, and then Ferrari with 138 points in 5th. Mercedes in 6th with 70 points. Red Bull in 7th with 53 points. Racing Point with 34 points in 8th, and Haas with 31 points in 9th, and Renault in 10th with 26 points.
Yeah, very close championship from F5, as always. One of the most competitive tiers on the grid, as it's obviously also close. Here comes Ted Fluffer in the last corner though. On the mediums, it's a 5.1, puts him just in behind Skivid.
Nice. Lincoln Dave is currently on an outlap as well on his medium, so he might be wanting to set a run.
Starfins goes P12 with a 6.5. The Sauce starting a lap behind as well on the mediums. So it looks like they're all just putting bankers in on the mediums and maybe a late soft sprint.
Quite possibly. We've still got just under 7 minutes of the session left to go, so it'll be interesting to see what the field are doing. So we've got at the moment Locker on outlap, Lincoln Day on an outlap. Right, on board with the McLaren Easton. Take us away around on a medium run.
Okay, so I've jumped on board so Fruta. Always had a bit of a wobble turn one, that will lose me a bit of time, but it'll still continue on. So through turn 2, up in turn 3, just breaks after 100 metre board. Turns in nice, hits the apex. Oh, he runs it right out there.
Ooh,
that's very good.
Racers just set a 104.8.
No, that one. Then the second DRS straight breaks just after the 100 metre board in turn 4, hooks that curve up nicely. He runs it right out towards the curb. Turn 5 now, uses a bit of cover on the outside there to get better turnout. Down in turn 6, one of the best corners on this track, does that very nicely. Turn 7 does that nicely as well, runs it right out. Turn 8, very tricky corner. It's half the car on that curve, tricky corner on track. Turn 9, he's nailed that. Gonna be quick, it's down to 4.8.
Very nice, 104.8. If it weren't for that little bit of snapbacks in turns 1 and 3 there, I think you could have got quite in P1 there.
Yeah, 100%. Mr. McCracken.
Locker on 3 laps. Oh, mediums. Feather on the floor. Oh, he's gone wide, but he's managed to get validated there, though. Oh no, Locker! Round you go.
Spinala. We're going to be very smart and wait on the fast cars. Cracken's on a lap though. The Williams.
Finishing his lap.
5 flat.
Yeah, not bad there, it says.
Oh, Walker's went round again.
Oh, his tyres must be absolutely shot to pieces. Okay, so at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, danger zone. Double. One tribal who is now about to set another flying lap.
Oh my god.
And now goes P9, so double, Stars Orphan, Scotsman who's now starting to fly lap. Actually, let's finish it off with him up as he comes now through turn 3, up the hill and accelerates beautifully and gets no wheel spin on the traction zone there of the Alfa Romeo. Down the hill now towards turn 4, gets to the left hand side, uses a little bit of the apex and then chucks it into the corner. Nicely done, apex and then towards the grass now. Point the car towards the grass, come through turn 5. Into turn 6 now, nicely done. Exit a turn into turn 7 and then around flat out through turn 8. Down into turn 9 and then the last corner, turn 10, the trickiest one. Nails it.
Ah!
104.9.
This is ridiculously close. From cracking in 6th up to sim racing in 1st is roughly about 2 tenths. That is ridiculously close. This could be in for a very exciting race.
Right, Rogue. He could be in a bit of a predicament here now. He could be facing having to start on softer tyres, which won't be good.
It's not the end of the world, so we'd like to hope that rain comes straight away, near enough.
That is quite possible.
Just does it. Goes ahead of sim racing. Sauce puts himself P10. Dave retires. Doubles out the set of Sauce. Same with Mr. Locker. And Daniel's on a lap. Actually.
Daniel P45.
Yep.
And the Alpha Tower is sporting the red Schumacher helmet.
That was close. Amazing car control. Getting the rallying skills out. Skivik could be in a bit of danger here.
So Stars Orphan's given up, so he's retired from the session. Timmer is also sticking with strategy and retired from the session. So Double has slung strategy out of the window and going for track position. So what does Double do on... He was up on his time though, that been a 105's...
He backed off. He's invalidated. Which is a bit of an F.
Okay, Locker is out on softs as well. He's currently ahead. But he has invalidated, but he's going to start again and go for another run.
Oh no, he's double invalidated.
Oh no, double invalidation.
What can the RSF1 double do? Oh, and Tribal spun. Turn 3. Oh! Daniels went for a spinal moment and he's went flying off the track. Double goes quickest, 4.5.
Yeah.
Wow, that was cool from Daniel, but not at the same time, he just back end dropped and he went sliding.
And doing the Valtteri Bottas?
It wasn't quite a Valtteri Bottas, no, it was... Through turn 5 he just lost the rear and went flying onto the grass. That's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. It looks like Locker has got through on the skin of his teeth.
So do it again.
Sorry?
If you want. Do I get anyone in for a quick interview?
If you want.
You know what? Well, if we'll try and get Tam, if he doesn't join, we'll get Sauce. We'll try that.
No
I'm
worries.
actually sick. No.
Okay, so Locker through it just. Daniel P45 is in the pit, so we are just now waiting for the man here now, who's thrown strategy out the window for the track position and set the fastest time in Q2.
Let's have a look at it. I've won in top 10s of mediums bar. That's our double. We'll give Tim another minute to join. If he doesn't, we'll get Mr. Sauce in.
So we're just now waiting for the game to decide when it wants to. If Mr. Rowe could retire in the pit lane, it would be very, very handy.
Here we go.
Hey. Thank you, sir. You heard me.
May I have a
Okay,
coffee?
so ladies
May I have a
and
race engineer?
gentlemen, out of Q2 is RSF1 Source, 1 Tribal, Daniel P45, Timmer 1911, and Stars Orphan 6. And hello RSF1 Source, please remember to press your level tick box to include your audio.
Hello, yes, I have ticked it.
Love to eat it.
Okay, lovely. Easton wants to ask you some questions to see how you're going to get on with your race.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it wasn't the best qualifying because you did have the pace judging by Q1. So just run us through your Q2.
Well, yeah, on the outlap, the first outlap, I accidentally clipped the edge of the pit wall, so I had to go straight back in. When I was in there, I put on the softs, but then I thought if I put on the mediums, then I might be able to get a few laps in, just as like a banker. But I was planning on going in with about 3 minutes left, but I for some reason I just decided to keep going around and forgot to go in and didn't have enough time to get on the softs.
Oh. Yeah, that's unlucky.
That is unlucky.
So
But
moving on to the race. Now starting P11.
yeah,
As people say, best starting position, just because you're the first place on 3 tyres, and also the rain coming. So, do you think you can compete at the front, making the recovery drive?
I'm hoping to. Obviously, it's just I'm not very good in the rain. I always struggle in the rain. I tend to spin quite a lot. I've realised on the game. It's just I'm sort of happy I still have the free reign of softer mediums. I know I won't be going hard tires, but at least I got the option for softs and mediums to test out, and hopefully I can push for top 5 before the rain comes.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, good luck in your race. I hope you have a good race and everything, and your strategy works out for you nicely. And that's from me, and I'm sure that's the same from Easton.
Yeah.
Nice to speak to you, and have fun out on the track as well.
Thank you. My game just decided to shut down, so I've just got
I'll
an
send you an
invite back.
invite.
So. Alright, thank you.
No worries.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Right, okay, so what is going on tonight?
Jess Racer's first one round though.
Yep, she's not wasting time today, is she? She wants to get out there on that track and set at the pace. Very nice there through turn 1. She is on form as we come through the straight now through turn 2 into turn 3. Under hard on the brakes now. Perfectly done there from Jessie Racer. She comes up the hill, short shifting, and let the car now go through the res into the second DRS zone. Approaching down the hill, turn 4. Executes this nicely, and you could get so much time in. Nicely done there through turn 4. Around turn 5, point the car at the grass as it comes round. Throw it into turn 6 now. Nice and tight ride the apex hard and use as much as the apex on at the exit, and then into turn 7. Flat out through turn 8. Both be very cautious of that apex though. Ride too much of it and it does invalidate. Turns 9 and 10. Can she execute it with perfection?
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh no! It just catches her out.
Cracking. What's cracking on? What is that? 4th flat again from Kraken. Oh no, Simrace has binned it!
No!
Oh, he's lost the car and he's slammed down in the wall. Fire for Sim Racing. Oh, Scotsman 4th flat as well. Locker 4-9. What's these next people gonna do? Double 4-9 as well. Skevin 4-1. Lincoln Dave's coming round next.
4-3.
Lincoln Dave 4-5. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Sim Racing. Looking very quick he was.
Very unfortunate there.
Also, AJ, after seeing the first couple of runs from the drivers, what's your top 3 prediction?
Top 3 prediction, I reckon Jessie Racer is in with a shout of it. If it wasn't for that invalidation, she was on for a flying lap. McCracken, Scotsman, Rogue, he's been looking fast as well. I wouldn't count him out.
I don't count any of them out, to be honest with you. Oh, sorry, not speaking. Oh no, never mind. Double invalidated. Kraken's a 10th up for the first sector.
TSRC Rogue is unfortunately invalidated by the looks, but as you say, Kraken's up. Is he going for another one? Yes, he is going for another run in the Williams. As it comes through turn 4, now you see them brake discs glowing red hot, so he is butchering that car as he comes through turn 6 and 7.
Oh, he's 3/10 up.
Very nice. Now through turns 9 and 10. Oh no!
Oh, he just got it. Oof. He's only just got that back in the pit lane.
Very only just.
Any later he would have missed it.
Right, TSRC Rogue is going to set a lap now. So, up the start, finish straight, into turn 1. Throw it in nicely, cuts the corner and doesn't lose any speed. Open to DRS as soon as he crosses that line, up and gains as much front line speed as he can. Up the hill, 200 miles an hour and hard on the brakes now, and into turn 3. Cut nicely, start short shifting as you come up the hill. Don't let the car wheel spin too much, it will lose you serious amounts of time. Down the hill now into turn 4. Nicely done there. Could have gone a little bit tighter, but that line shouldn't have lost him too much time. Round turn 5 into turn 6 now. Nice and tight. Get on the 8, kiss it nicely. And then kiss the apex on the exit, and then again onto turn 7. Nicely done. Bring the car in flat out through turn 8, and that's a purple sector 2 there that I just see flashed up on my screen. And then down the hill into turn 8, turn 9 and 10. Nicely there on the apex, and into turn 10. Nails it through on the exit, gets on the power, nice and early, and across the line on 103.9.
Very good. Jesse's also on an outlap behind another McLaren. And then Lincoln Dave's not too far from him as well.
Right, Jessie Racer then, what's she going to set as she now comes through the first DRS zone, going through the gears in that McLaren Renault. Up the hill now, turn 3. Will she execute it like she did on the first run? Nice, nailed, into turn, to the exit, up the hill, open the DRS. Use that battery power to get it through. Nicely there through turn 4, and Rowe gets out of the way nicely there for her. Into turn 6. Carries the speed there beautifully into turn 7. Nicely done as well. Executes the exit perfectly through turn 8. And then 9 and 10. What can she do?
Ooh, no, wait.
Ooh, very close to the white line there.
It's just
1038! What a lap!
You can basically heads up as well. Oh no. Oh no, it's kept it valid. 4 flat, just been cracking.
4 flat.
Kraken's also on a lap. Second sector. Oh, he's 1700s up, we'll see. Or no, yeah, 100th up. Don't know, we'll say that.
1/100th.
That's the one.
Comes across the line now. 1038.64!
Oh, lockers invalidated.
Oh, is my headset being... Hopefully, guys, that's sorted the problem.
Who is on the note?
No!
That's the locker. That's the locker. Locker's on the left. He's a 10th up. He's a 10th up. He's a 10th up. He's a 10th up. That number 9 car, I think it is. Yeah, number 9 car in the house. They're turn 5. They've done that very nicely. He's 6/10 up, Walker is. Does that nicely. Oh no. Bad nail that one. Scotsman.
Shortly nailed it.
What's Scotsman on? He's 700s down at the minute.
You say Scotsman's on one, is he?
Yeah, he's 700s down at the minute.
7-1. Oh yeah, 7/100s up. What can he do as he crosses the line?
Ooh,
A 1039. Jesus, top 4 there, all in the 103s.
Locker's on another one. To see if third time's the charm. Is it for Locker?
Twice. 3 times a lady.
I'm okay.
Let's see what Locker's gonna do. The master of the bin. But he keeps it valid. 1043.
Just behind Ted first.
Just behind Ted first, who's now 2 1,000ths of a second up. Right, okay, so who we got out on track?
Skivid's the first one on the flying lap at the minute.
Skivid. Let's see what
It's
he's
a 10th
doing.
up.
Very nicely there, 10th up, so that could see him into the 103s as well. McCracklin has retired from the session, so that is it.
Oh, he's chucked that in. Skivid has this going to be a good lap.
3.39. P4 for now.
head first invalidated, but he's got another run.
Locker's invalidated. Jessie Racer, what's she doing? She wants to be that, but then Lincoln Dave, her teammate, also is out on a lap and is currently 7/100ths up on his time.
Doubles 2/10 up for the last couple of corners now. What can they do? It's going to be a 4-5 kicks in P9.
Nicely
Lincoln
done
Dave.
there, Lincoln Dave next.
Oh!
Whoa! What a lap!
Road goes P3.
Jessie Racer, she's down!
Oh, she's invalidated for good measure. Skevin's going to get his 9/10ths down. Head for, I think that's all she wrote. Wow. Link is a McLaren 1-2. Interesting.
It's a McLaren 1-2. Whoa, that is Q3 over and done with. Lincoln Dave with that tie.
Oof! And also it's a Williams 3-4.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is qualifying over. Pole position belongs to Lincoln Dave. A 103.664. Jessie Racer very close behind in P2, so it's a McLaren front row lockout. And then Williams second row lockout. It's like the old days, McLaren versus Williams in the early 90s. So we're Kraken and Rogue in third and fourth, Scotsman in fifth in the Alfa Romeo, Skivid in the Racing Point sixth, Ted first and seventh in the Ferrari, Lockery in eighth in the Haas, ninth double in the Ferrari, and 10th Sim Racing, who unfortunately crashed in Q3.
Yeah, very interesting session there. Lincoln Dave, Jessie Racer, TSRC Rogue, say, and then cracking top four. All race for different team. No, it's a teammate 1-2 and a team 3-4.
Yep.
So it's very interesting. This is going to be for the race.
This is going to be very interesting for the race. It's going to, because like teams could work together now to block each other off, and it's added a bit of strategy play to it now.
Wait, Mr. Lobby Host.
Sorry?
Wait, Mr. Lobby Host Scotsman ready up. With a full grid of Austria, try to do a formation like that'll be fun.
Yes, it will be. I know you got to get through it quite quickly. Oh no, Sim Racing!
Big face palm. This doesn't give me time to prepare either. Here's drinks.
This is going to catch out a few people by surprise, I'd imagine.
Love that.
Right, Easton. Nice and quickly now.
Oh, get tires up, bam bam. So P20 is the Mercedes of Kubica on the soft compound tyres. P19 Andy Yuzgin in the Alfa Romeo on soft tyres. P18 Marshall Meister, the first of the Red Bulls, and P18 on softs. P17 Harold Daniel 7283 in the Haas. He's a pain in the Haas, and he's on mediums. P16 first of the banana cars, Force 1 year on the mediums. P15 Stars off in 6 in the Racing Point on soft tyres. P14 the Terminator is in P14 on the soft tyres for the AlphaTauri team, with his teammate just in front of Daniel P45 on the soft compound tyres, and P13, unlucky for some. P12 one Tribal, another Red Bull on soft tyres, and P12 RSF1 sauce, who we got on for a quick chat at the end of the start of Q3, is in 11th on the medium tyres. In the top 10, Sim Racing 21, who readied up early in the grid and crashed in Q3, is in 10th on the mediums. P9 RSF1 double in the Ferrari on the soft compound tyres. P8 RSF1 locker in the Haas on medium tyres. P7 Ted first in the Ferrari on medium tyres. P6 is Skiven 92 in the Racing Point on medium tyres. P5 RSF1 Scotsman, the Alfa Romeo on medium tyres. P4 McCracken and the Williams on medium tyres. And third is TSRC Rogue and the Williams on medium tyres. And top two is the two cars of Jesse Racer on the medium tyres in P2 and Lincoln Dave W and the other McLaren lines up in pole on the medium tyres.
Way, well done. You got that in just in time there as the grid now forms up, and we can see Kabuki there slotting in into P20. We've got the green flags going, and now we are going to have 36 laps of the Austrian Grand Prix for Division 5. We're waiting for the light sequence now.
Well,
as we wait for it, as we wait for it, as we wait for it.
Also protected medium harder to stop, as the graphic says. Just for everyone's information.
Okay, we're waiting for the light sequence. I don't know what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a first. There we go. There's predicted tyre strategy coming up. Okay. Timmer is loading. Are you on the same screen as me? We're just waiting for the start.
Yee.
It is unbelievable racing.
We're gonna pretend, right? So we're gonna say, it's Haldinho leading in at turn 1. Again, amazing start. Then he's took lead with RSF1 Sauce behind him. Looking at turn 3. That's all I've got. It's very exciting racing.
Alright, we'll give it another minute.
If it's just him alone, it just needs to leave second and it's fixed. And he can take control back of his car. I'll take a screenshot, just in case.
Timmer.
Ah, there we go.
There we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Now! And the Austrian Grand Prix is away! And Lincoln Dave and Jesse Ratter get a great start in the McLarens there and be able to... Oh my god!
Wow.
And there is a racing point just gone up into... it is absolute carnage!
That's not safe. No, Kraken's out! What's happened to Kraken? And Sauce is out! What? There's like a Skiven didn't break into turn 1 and hit. What's his name? Lincoln Dave and then Kraken's.
This is one hell of a race start.
Scotson's in the lead somehow. Managed it. Sim Racing's in 4th from 10th. Fourth Manure started 16th and now is in 5th. Don't know how he's managed it. Kubicki's in 14th
seemed
now.
like if the racing point had no brakes.
And I don't know what's happening at the back here. Get two drivers going very slowly, which is holding up to racing points.
Daniel P.
wouldn't be too shocked if half the field is in for repairs.
Yeah, pit lane is becoming a very, very busy place right now.
As I would say, it's a party in the pit lane.
Oh, there's lots of people here getting lots of penalties here as well.
Oh no, there's a car off and down here. Give it.
So in the right, okay, so everyone basically is, well, not everyone, a lot of the field is coming in for repairs and new tyres. This is going to throw people's strategies right out the window. 39 viewers, guys. It's nice to see you all coming on to watch this stream. We have had an absolute well, not a cracker of an open lap, a shocking opening lap of the Austrian Grand Prix. Turn 1 incident, and it has caused absolute carnage. So at the moment, behind the safety car, we've got Scotsman in the lead in the Alfa Romeo. I'm sure team principal Toto Wolff is going to be
Going nuts.
Going nuts. Bags in the points there, so that would recover their little bit of a loss there. You've got Jessie Racer in the McLaren in second, so she's not lost any positions there, and Rogue still in third there in the Williams. Force Manure, though, he's managed to gain quite a few positions from what I can tell. Let's just have a look now. Positions changed.
I'm just very curious how Force Manure started 16th and is already 4th.
Yeah, 12 positions he's gained. Ted First is up 2 positions as well, and Timmer is up 8 positions.
He's still not back in his car yet. I'll quickly get him back in.
Mode, okay. Kabuki has also made up 13 positions as well, and Sim Racing has managed to make up 2 places. Lincoln Dave has dropped 8 places. RSF1 doubles dropped a place at the start there. Daniel's gained 2. Locke has dropped 4. Mossy Meister has actually gained 5, and so has Andy. Stars Orphan is broken even. And while Howardinho has gained a position, Tribal, he's lost 5, and Skivid is the biggest loser, who has dropped 12 positions. And unfortunately for Source and Kraken, their races are over.
Yeah, big shame because Kraken was looking extremely quick. Safety car's in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap, bro.
It's interesting because Skivid's at the other side of the track. Safety car's not messing around today. It'll be close. I know I should do it now, just looking at speed.
Unfortunately not. Here we go. Skivid is just going to be able to catch the back of that field as they start racing now, and Scotsman gets away beautifully and catches Jessie Racer napping at the moment though, but TSRC Rogue is going to be right behind that Williams, and One Tribe which just got a 3-second time penalty for warnings. Remember, these track limits here are very, very strict, and people are going to gain and going to get positions all over. Okay, so Howardinho, by the looks of it, has not had a great first opening lap there on the restart and on the hard tyres, and Skivid and Howardinho are going to be in it till the end by the looks of it, and well, until the rain approaches. Okay,
here comes Kabuki.
Kabuki on Timmer, and Timmer's going to defend on the inside. Oh, Timmer!
Mercedes, don't kill each other, please. Team Boss Lando will be very happy.
Oh no, one of the Mercedes has gone off with Sim Racing and got wing damage. Lincoln Davis left the session as he's a DNF. So we've lost another car there. Right.
Oh!
It's another safety car.
Walk has been absolutely destroyed. Mercedes done the one thing I said they should do. They done a lot of peace.
Gave a commentator He's cursed there.
Look how dark it is. That was.
Yeah. Rain's coming in. This is going to make things interesting. Put a bit of mixed conditions on a race like this. Already we've had so much drama in 5 laps.
Ouch. Oh.
So.
Oh, God. Can go back to us.
No. Drive-through penalty.
Oh no, don't try and serve it, I beg. Very good. Jesse's in the pits, what should be? Oh, new wing's coming on. She's getting a new wing.
Okay, so she must have picked up some damage there.
There's a contact between her and Scotsman somewhere, maybe? And a fresh set of stuff's go on.
So the field have caught up with the safety car. So, we have lost 4 races. So 16 drivers left out of 20. Carnage lap 1.
Even more carnage after safety car restart.
There's more carnage after safety car restart, and then someone retires in the pit lane and it causes another safety car.
There was a crash just before the last corner and the car's on the racing line. So I think that's what brought it out. Mr. Locker. Spawning crash and it's raining.
Does the rain start to come down, is it?
Yep. Oh,
yeah,
we've got some crazy.
We've got some drops coming down on the track now, and they're going to be behind the safety car. So not only are they losing temperature from the tyres, but obviously they can't keep the speed up to keep the temperature, well, to try and gain the temperature. So this is going to be an interesting restart. Can people get them cold tyres switched on quickly enough to like be traction enough on a slippery, greasy track?
That's right, it has just had a new level of interesting.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? Oh, and Stars off with a drive-through penalty as well. So,
Mr. Locker leaves.
Mr. Locker does leave. He's had enough watching the session. This is going to be an interesting end result. We are only 7 laps in. 4 cars down. Rain has started. Safety cars in this lap, so we go for the restart. Let's see what's going to unveil. Oh, the crack! It was Rogue there, nearly being caught out.
Oh, and slide the track, cold tyres, what can go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Take 2, and the looks
like tonight you are going to get a show tonight. The rain is getting heavier as we start the race now. I am not looking forward to this as cars start to go wide through the corners. Slick tyres, wet conditions. Scotsman gets a great go, but Rogue does not let him get away, so it's going to be out of it, put him under pressure. And it looks like Tim is having fun there in the Top 3 get away nicely. Daniel.
Oh no, not Tim. No.
Oh my God, they're going 3 wide into turn 3 nearly.
Hammers went round to turn 1. I'll look at the track, it looks a bit wet, you know.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? drivers are going to have to tiptoe around this track until it gets to that point of intermediate tyres. This is going to be entertaining.
It doesn't help as well. With some teams needing to look at the track, it's wow.
Getting wet very, very quickly. Head first. Oh, this is getting insane. Oh, oh Jesus! Everyone go wide in the last two corners.
This Kubuki just nailed that because it's Kubuki onto. Oh, he's serving a drive-through. That's what he's doing. Oh, is it just us? It looks like it's very wet, but they wouldn't have this much grip.
Well, they're now
wow!
To leave trails in the line. Oh dear! Two Red Bulls.
Comes on at 7ers.
Oh, Timmer might be on to something in a minute.
Oh, they're all spinning everywhere. Oh,
oh my days, this is getting insane.
Safety car. Skibbins crashed into the car of one driver who spun out. Oof. We can all breathe.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Oh, that was close. There were two wide and then they saw the spun Red Bull. Oh, my heart was in my mouth.
Right, who's going to get caught out on tyres here? Who's going to make sure they get the right tyres on?
Oh no.
Oh no, Timmer! The game is being ruthless tonight. How would you know? Please tell me you have not... Oh right, okay. Thank you. Going to put on a fresh set of hards, are we? So the Scotsman is out in the lead again.
I'm very curious. How was Jesse went from 11th to 5th just through that pit stop? Wow. Just wow.
Yeah. So, intermediate tyres are on. I haven't seen DRS being disabled yet though, have you?
No. Which is the scary part.
DRS and intermediate tyres?
What can go wrong? Oh no, my shit, man! Oh, that was close. I almost lost under safety car.
Okay, so Mossy has decided that he wants to do the slick tyres.
Oh.
Way!
Oh no! I wondered why it was all over the shop.
I didn't get enabled after the safety car. What an... wow. This is going to be a very, very tricky lap for him on these conditions, on them tyres. Okay.
Hey, he's made it! Fair play, Mossy. Oof. I wonder why up.
Oh, speed in the pit lane.
I'm cursing everyone today.
Easton, do you not want to say anything now for the rest of the race?
Oh no. Oh, Moss is retired. Oh. Well, 14 remain. Still with 25 laps to go.
Indeed, indeed. 25 laps of wet conditions, maybe, or will it dry up towards the end of the race and then in cable? Oh, Rowe getting very close there to Scotsman.
It's going to get very interesting. The safety car in this lap. Oh,
I haven't seen anything about the safety car coming in.
no,
this
it's
lap.
staying out. Staying out one more.
So, within 10 laps, 3 safety cars.
Wow. Just one.
2 more left.
Let's hope they're not filled with safety cars.
Okay. So, safety cars going round. Drivers are being fairly respectful. So, intermediate drive or wet weather driving is completely different to dry weather driving. You find grips in areas of the track that you wouldn't expect, and also with the intermediate tyres as well. This is where it gets very interesting. If the rain lightens up and the track starts to dry, the intermediate tyres can overheat very, very quickly. So the drivers have to come off the racing line to cool them down to keep them in the operating window. And safety car is in this lap. So we have got... I'll tell you why we haven't had the DRS disabled sign yet, Easton.
Why?
Because DRS
yeah,
hasn't even been enabled for this race.
Oh dear.
So...
Sally Rogue. Oh, Sim Racing. Silly sausage. Oh, Timmer.
Timmer.
Silly sausage.
Tricky conditions, they're trying to stay close to each other, but obviously...
No!
Oh, Rogue is gone!
That's why she went behind this. Oh, we're not going! There's 3 wide out turn on the wet condition. No, please, please. Well,
Stars off and disqualified.
I'll have to have a look what that's for, actually.
What's going on? We've got 8 drivers gone out of the race.
I went through penalty, that's one.
Sorry?
Start off and ignored the drive-through. Oh no, oh no, oh no, wet conditions, oh no. I'm not waiting for my race.
The midfield is really, really interesting. Scotsman's got a nice cushion there, so he can take his time and just control his pace now around the circuit. Let the tyre switch on and do the work. Jessie Racer though, she's on her approach Ted first now. She's using her overtake button. One tribal's got a 3-second time penalty there, and as the rest of the field come through now into turn 1, have we got any position changes at the moment? No. Oh, hang on, Timmer. What's going on with Timmer? He's gone into the pits.
Drive through. Daniel Sickles Jessie Racer.
Oh, she's made the move stick.
Sim Racing Harandinho as well. Oh no! That was close. That was far too close. Sim Racing lost under power. And I was quite to Harandinho.
Oh, there's a look on the inside of turn 4. They're going to be side by side as they come through turn 5 now. Very, very tricky. Harandinho and Sim Racing. Harandinho gets ahead for turn 6. Oh, but what a move as they come out of turn 6 into turn 7.
Sim front driver follows him through. Oh, never mind. That lasts for about... Let's say top... Oh, where's Kabuki off to? off to the local pub. Well, Scotsman said goodbye to everyone.
Yep, evening Rebster, nice to see you joining. So, Scotsman is absolutely flying away, but Jessie Racer, she's going to want to do something about it. She makes the move up to turn 3 now on forced manure, and she makes it beautifully into turn 3 and takes P2.
Yeah, very good move. Late in the brakes as usual, Jessie Racer always is.
Right, okay, can she start sizing into that lead of RSF1 Scotsman, or can Scotsman now extend his lead? Let's just keep an eye on that delta, and we'll keep an eye on all the rest of the field now. So we have got the two Ferraris of Double and Ted First in 4th and 5th. Looks like Double's having a good result here. It seems like wet conditions seem to be his forte. Daniel P45 at the moment, currently P6 dropped back a little bit, so the closest battle is at the moment between 3rd, 4th and 5th, so the battle for 3rd position.
Yep.
At the moment,
Who's team principal for Ferrari?
Stroll.
Oh, he'll be loving this then. 4 and 5.
Scotsman has a 5-second. Oh yeah, Scotsman does have a 5-second penalty.
Let's have a look. Just make sure, just to clarify this information. He does, yep.
Which will be served in the pits, because I don't think the intermediate tyres can go the whole race distance.
Yeah, they should if they do fair play, but I highly doubt it because there were people that took it and there was 23 laps last night and they were on 93%. So I don't think that's going to be quite happening unless there's many safety cars.
Yeah, he got hit under the safety car, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rogue.
He's obviously now at the race because he lost traction and spun off into the
Okay,
wall.
so the Ferrari is still there currently, and Jessie Racer seems to be cutting into that lead at the moment. I'm just watching now, forced maneuver, 3-second time penalty. Jessie Racer's only 3.5 seconds, it was 4 seconds a lap ago, so she's starting to gain in.
Head forces all over the back of force maneuver as well.
Yeah, Ted First is looking to get past that Renault.
Oh, slipstream. Down the inside maybe, not quite.
Bit patient, he's being on the patient side of things by the looks of it. It's a long race.
Yep.
Sim Racing starting to gain in on Daniel P45. So as they come through now, turn 6s and 7. Right, okay, so Ted First still stuck behind that Renault, and Jessie Racer seems to be holding the gap between at the moment, about 3.5 seconds-ish.
Also, Scotland might just be managing the pace at the minute.
Yeah, quite possible there as well. Obviously with no DRS and anything like that, and the cars do use more fuel, but Ted First has got the run now. He's right on the back of that gearbox of the Renault, but the Renault is responding by the looks of it by using a bit more ERS as well, and able to hold off into turn 3. So Ted First has got to sit there and bide his time.
Oh, here comes some racing, Daniel P45. This could be the ticket and he'll lose like it will be. Oh no, Daniel's coming back at him. There in the brakes.
Round the outside of turn 4.
They're still side by side, this is great. And makes it now.
Nicely
Sim
done
Racing.
there from Sim Racing.
Into 6.
Okay, so still Ted First is still behind that Renault. Gonna want to get past him, otherwise he's gonna possibly drop out of a P3 here. Into turn 1, looks but doesn't think, looks but decides not to. One try with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, and Ted First gets a little bit of a wobble as he comes out of turn 1, but he's now using the overtake button to compensate, to get through. Can he get past as he comes up the hill to turn 3? Will he make the move? No, he doesn't. He sits back for a little while longer.
Oh, a bit of a wobbler, force manure.
This could be Ted First's chance to pounce. No, thinks better of it. Buki and Timmer exchanging positions by the looks of it.
Alpha's yeah, Andy's went round. I'm saying he's lost a massive chunks of one.
Oh yes, indeed. He's not gonna be having fun.
Enjoy trying to get that car back to keep on the track.
Okay, so we have got Double still trailing behind his teammate, and then Ted First is still behind that Renault. Gets a better exit than the Renault by the looks of it out of turn 1. Okay. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, 12 races left.
Just the race sort of settled down now.
Yep. Lap 20 out of 36. Okay. Settle down. We have got 21 laps out of 36.
Howardinho gets 3 seconds.
Yeah, okay. One tribal though is right behind Howardinho.
He's gonna have him here. Howardinho gets an amazing drive off turn 1.
But doesn't get past him. Ted First is still coming through. Third, fourth and fifth are literally line astern from each other. Jesse Racer and Scotsman seem to be holding par at the moment.
Oh, Kubicki's off to Narnia.
Again.
He's still in front of Timmer. Well, it matters.
It's such a shame. Okay, so let's have a look. So Double. Whoa! Double's gonna make the move on his teammate, is he? No.
And some races on the back of this now as well.
Force Maneura's gone wide! Ted First into P3. And now Force Maneura's going to be on the back foot there as Double wants to have a look.
Oh no!
Oh no, they make contact there slightly. Nudges the rear.
Good damage. This is good damage.
Who's got damage?
Mr. Sim Racing. We had the back of Double.
Right, okay, so it's a cascade effect, was it? A little bit too close.
Yeah. Hey, what Scotsman is? Flex in the muscle machine. It's thrown away from Jesse Racer now. Horseman years into the pit lane. Still damages some racing. Oh no.
Oh no.
No,
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a no line for the. No, it's not. It's just a pit stop for the Renault driver. I think I know why he's done this. To be honest with you.
Get the undercut?
To get the undercut and just to make sure those tyres go to the end.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Okay, so we've got at the moment quite a bit of space between all the drivers now, so just have a recap. Lap 23 out of 36. At the moment, RSF1 Scotsman is in the lead by 5 seconds. Much in control of this race from the start there. Jessie Racer had a little bit of a sketchy start to begin with, but has managed to recover back up to P2. So she's looking in for a good result. Ted first in P3, kept his head down and managed to join in on the spoils there. That'll be a nice podium position there if he can finish where he is. RSF will double. Looks like his best result of the season could be coming up in P4 there. Sim Racing 21 in P5 at the moment, and going along nicely, even though with that slight end plate damage on the right hand side. Daniel P45 in 5th though in Alpha Tauri, currently running a good 6th position. One tribal in 7th, but he's got Haroldinho for company right behind him. He's going to make a move as they come up towards turn 3 now. One tribal's on the defensive line, but Haroldinho is going to look to take the switch back. Oh, and one tribal gets a little bit of oversteer.
He's kept out the wall luckily for his race.
Force Manure in P9 and Timmer in P10 in the last of the points positions. But Kabuki is currently 3 seconds and gaining in on them. And Andy in P12, our last of the runners, is currently way back, 17 seconds behind Kabuki. Enjoying a race of their own, probably getting some
Jesse's in the pits.
Okay, so Jesse's in the pits for another set of intermediates. So it looks like these conditions are here to stay, and she's serving a penalty bonus for it. No, is that just a little bit of a spike there by the looks of it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so she's now joining back on fresh softs. We'll keep an eye on her. Haroldinho and one tribal in the pits then for new sets of intermediates.
Yeah, I think everyone's just going to make the secure stop and just put it on another set of enters.
So
we've got a battle here, Timber, Tribal and Haroldinho.
Ooh, very nice, and Timber's going to make the move up to turn 3. Can he make it stick? Come on! Press that overtake button!
Ted first and Scotsman, both pits. Scotsman needs to serve his 5-second penalty as well. This could bring Jess Racer into it. Some reason Daniel going at it on the start finish straight. It's gonna be close. Jesse's got it. Jesse moves up into P1. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think, yeah, we'll see I did.
Okay, so Jessie Racer, she's on the much fresher intermediate tyres, so she's definitely going to have an advantage over these guys. Will they come into play, and will they compromise as they come through turn 5 into turn 6? They're side by side. No, please, this could end in tears.
Oh,
but no, it gets through, and Scotsman is now looking
Oh no! Someone's went off. Oh no! Someone. Oh no! Yellow flag somewhere. What's happened?
I've got no yellow flag.
There's just a yellow popped up briefly. I don't know if some race went a bit wide.
Okay, so Jesse Racer is now back in the lead as Scotsman's coming into the pits and so has Double.
Looks like the rain's dry. It looks like it's drying up a little bit.
Yeah, the rain
it?
seems to have lightened up a bit, don't it?
Yeah, because you can see a bit more of a dry beginning to form.
Oh, so this could be interesting. How quick
Here
does
comes
the track
Jesse,
dry?
It's like with Jesse. Oh, she's overshot a bit. Daniel hits the back.
She's managed to make it stick.
Yep.
Scotsman now needs to get past, otherwise Daniel P45 is going to allow Jesse Racer to get away. So Scotsman's looking, needs to get past as soon as he can. Will he make a shot at the start finish straight?
Don't think he's close enough. This rain is definitely getting lighter. I'll try to get back past Hamilton as well.
Scotsman's making a move up in turn 3, sends it up on the inside of Daniel P45 and makes the move stick now as they come through at the exit, and then Daniel P45 tucks in behind to see if he can grab Slipstream to fight back of RSF1 Scotsman, but no, thinks better of it, and Andy Yazgin has gotten Scotsman makes the move stick as they come around turn 4, so Scotsman has taken back P2, so can Scotsman start to put pressure on Jesse Racer in these wet conditions, and DRS is enabled. Oh my god, guys, we're going to have to come back into the pit lane for dry tyres and virtual safety car.
Where's DRS enabled? Andy's lost it as well, which is 5. Well, this is just made it even more interesting. Please don't pit, guys. Oh no. It's still far too early for the dries.
DRS is on. DRS is on. That's normally the zone. Slap some softs on.
It's still very greasy and it's still raining slightly. Buckle's also going with strategy. No, it's not double, it's force from near going for strategical as well. This is either a big brain from Scotsman or it's small brain. Oh, he's struggling. I don't think it's quite time.
He's just got to get them warmed up. Scotsman's a patient man. So this could hand the race or make the race disappear from him. So we're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. 7 laps left. Track's drying. DRS has now been switched back on. This has been an entertaining race. 3 safety cars, 1 virtual. Jesse Race is staying out at the moment. Just keep an eye on Scotsman's Delta. He's currently slower at the moment.
So Mason's taking that call as well. Oh dear.
Slow down for the pit lane, my friend. Slow down for the pit lane. Looks like Scotsman's got the tyres to respond.
Start raining now. And fully stopped. Right, there we go. Scotsman's got them up to temperature. Here he goes.
So the soft tyres are now starting to switch on.
So I think it was one lap too early because he lost a lot of time struggling around that first lap. What's Jesse gonna do? Jesse dives in. I think they're all dive in. Oh no, they're Ferraris. Oh, that's not gonna be very good.
So one of the Ferraris is in and one of the Ferraris is staying out, so they're not double stacking. Ted first with a 5-second time penalty, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Jessie, she's going to come back out in second. Scotsman, oh, he has lost a lot of time there. He's down 5 seconds. Oh, and Tim has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Timmer, press your brake pedal. Okay, so
I'm back, sorry about that.
it's okay, I didn't know you'd gone away. So Jesse Racer is currently in P2 on
Timmer.
soft tyres. Double.
Oh, Timmer!
He's currently still out on intermediate tyres and being hunted down. Them intermediate tyres are going to be screaming at him, and yeah, he's going to make the move, get into the pit lane and put a set of slicks on. And Double's just got a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Scotsman has got 4 laps to hunt down 4.5 seconds. Can Scotsman do it?
Couldn't tell you. I've not seen them in dry really apart from qualified. More it looked like Scotsman had the upper hand.
Yeah.
No, maybe Jesse actually. I don't know, couldn't tell. Oh, Timmer! Ah!
Oh no,
Yes.
Timmer.
Was that when they said leader Jesse?
Timmer has not gone. Okay, Easton, can we have a penalty situation, please? Well,
Oh,
I know we've got loads of them.
Here we go. So, Jesse Racer has a penalty and 2 warnings. Mr. Scotsman has 2 warnings. Mr. Daniel P45 has 4 warnings. Head first has a 5-second penalty and 2 warnings. Mr. Double has a 5-second penalty and 1 3-second penalty. Sim Racing has one 5-second and 1 3-second. Horseman Year has 4 penalties and 3 warnings. One Tribal has 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties and a 5-second. Haldinho has 3 penalties. Kabuki.
Oh, Jesse Racer's just got another 3-second time penalty.
And Kabuki has 1 penalty and 2 warnings, and Timmer to end it off has just 5 seconds.
Oh. This race is going to be dictated by penalties then. So Jesse Racer now has 6 seconds worth of time penalties. So she has got to put the pedal to the metal, and she is flying around this track at the moment. 5.5 seconds just then I just see come up.
It's a bit sad this, because everyone's that spaced out, they're not even within DRS of each other.
Alright, Kabuki with a 3-second time penalty there as well. Okay, so 5.5 seconds. She has got to get ahead. And Daniel P45 with a 3-second time penalty there as well. So 3-second time penalty is being dished out as we are on lap 35 at the 36. Can Scotsman, what's Scotsman's situation? Oh, he's burning up all his ERS as much as he can to try and gain in on that McLaren, but it just does not seem to be cutting the mustard. It seems that these soft tyres are going to not be able to keep up with the younger soft tyres of Jessie Racer.
Kabuki moves out the way very well there, the leader Jessie. So she doesn't have to worry about any more traffic.
Nope. Untribal there with a 3-second time penalty. So add that onto his tally.
Scotsman, just double check. Yeah, Alma has 2 warnings.
Okay. Last lap. He needs to keep it in. She's got 2 penalties.
Just to double check that, yeah, 2 penalties and no warnings.
So Scotsman has got to keep it within 6 seconds. Oh, and there's a 6-second window. It could be stolen. .3. Scotsman's trying everything he can, I'm sure he is, to try and get the win off of her. Virginia with a 3-second time penalty. 6.2. Here we go. Jessie Racer,
I think she's
there's
done
the
it.
checkered flag. She crosses the line and takes the up for
Scotsman.
Scotsman! Still got a 3-second penalty. Unlucky. So Scotsman in second. Daniel P45 in third. Ted first. Where's he going to finish? In fourth. Double.
With some racing, gets 5th.
Oh, double's been dropped to 6th though. Future penalties. Force manure.
1 tribal. And then last, oh no, we've still got Kabuki to go round. Aldinho.
No, Kabuki's done. Timmer.
That's Timmer.
Yeah,
that's the one. Oh, that's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote.
She wrote us a story. So that was interesting.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen.
What an interesting race that was. 11 finishers. They've got just about the top 3.
Yes, but I don't think Jessie Racer has a microphone.
I think what we usually do with her is we just... I think she messages us. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Scotsman.
Lovely jubbly. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the race classification. Jessie Racer takes the victory. Scotsman in second. Daniel P45 in third. Ted first in fourth. Sim Racing in fifth. RSF1 double in 6th, Force Manure in 7th, 8th is One Tribal, 9th Hamildino, 10th Kabuki, 11th Timmer, non-finishers Andy Yazgin, TSRC Rogue, Mossy Meister, Skivid, RSF1 Knocker, Lincoln Dave, RSF1 Source, McCracken and Stars Orphan.
Well,
Timmer has the fastest lap of 24 seconds.
He missed half the track. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Look at-
So Daniel can't find the headset, so we've got Jesse with no headset. This is going to be an interesting one. Okay. Hey, Easton, I'll let you take it. Scotsman can interview this fellow Scotsman.
Yeah.
That means that you won't understand us.
So, that was a very weird race, judging what happened at turn 1, but just run us through your race.
For me, just to me, yeah.
You're the only one with a
Yeah.
mic at the moment.
Right. Well, I'll do me anyway first, right? So, it was weird to start with. Who is it?
I think it's Daniel. Never mind, it's start now.
Right.
Continue.
So, it was a little bit of a weird start. At first I was in like 5th, jumped to 4th. Next minute I was in 1st. It was just weird. I was keeping the pace going alright, and I was going to stay out with Manters just because it came across on the radio saying that it was going to be another 5 minutes for rain. I should have just stayed out that wee bit longer, but when I pitted back in and I'm behind the safety car, was it Rogue? I think it was Rogue, clipped the back of me. I got a 5-second penalty for that, which I don't know how. And then I had to serve it when I went into the pits, and that pretty much put me behind Jesse. Come out behind Jesse, and his softs, and it was still a bit slidey. And I managed it, but as soon as the DRS came on, it was fine. But I was still behind Jesse. I was slightly catching it first, and then I got told that she got another 3-second penalty. So I was trying to stay within the 6 seconds, but she managed to just push it that a little bit further and managed to get there. It was a weird race, really weird. I don't even know how many times I pitted. I think it was 3 or something, 4 maybe.
Very upside down race.
Aye.
So, next week, Britain. How do you think you're going to get on there?
Nah, it'll all depend on the first couple of laps. If I don't get wiped out in the first couple of laps, I reckon I'll be. I don't think I'll be at the top. I'm not as good at Britain. I think that's most of my good tracks sort of gone, which I see quite a lot of people will be happy about that. But I'm going to practice, so I'm not working as much, so I'm going to just put some of my spare time into that. Get a little bit of practice, and hopefully I can pick up a few tenths or something on my normal time.
Yeah, so that was a good race from you. Just a shame you picked a couple of laps too early for those soft tires. It would have been a very close fight between you and Jesse. But AJ, if you want to move on to the third place, because I believe Daniel's found his mic.
Indeedy. So, Daniel P45, nice little few points there for AlphaTauri, and a podium finish for you. Came to you a little bit for the race.
Favoritism.
Whoa.
What was the question? I didn't actually hear a question.
It just came to you a bit for the race then. Very interesting race there. Turn 1, interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, I don't quite know what happened at turn 1. I ended up completely on the outside, left-hand side, brushing the wall to try and avoid, I think it was McCracken or Rogue, because they were facing towards the wall, and I think we did actually collect each other. But yeah, it was just manic, cars everywhere. I think at one point Timmer ended up 6th through that. I don't quite, I don't know what happened, but it was a good start, really. But then when the rain came, I couldn't control the car. I was struggling coming out of the slow, is it turn 3 or 4, the right-hander, whatever it is. Every time I put the power down, the car would always snake. So everyone was pulling away from me, overtaking me there. I thought the only way I can do this is just to make these inters last and hope there's a dry bit at the end. And yeah, there was.
Brilliant. Yeah, it did turn out to be a nice, spicy race there. So yeah, we're on to Britain next week. Favourite track?
Depends on the setup. I've had races there before where if I've got the setup okay, I seem to do alright, but I can't get the setup right. No.
Okay, well, congratulations on P3, and I have a message from Jessie Racer, like she always does for me. That was for Dave. Good old Dave. Loved the race, just a shame about the accidents to others. Had to push so hard from start to finish. GG Scotsman.
Thanks, buddy.
No worries. And so that is it, guys. That was a very, very interesting Division 5 race this evening. Lots of drama, lots of accidents, wet racing. It definitely made up all the equation for an epic race.
I just ask Jessie what's she feeling for Britain? I know she's not got a mic, but she can send a message in the chat. So hopefully.
Okay, by all means, if she's a quick enough typist, I can read it out.
But that was totally weird, man. It was just one of the ones that I thought the rain was never going to stop. Sometimes it can tell you it's going to stop in 5 minutes. She likes Britain, so.
Yeah, we just had it on the Xbox chat, so we're in for another stonking race around Britain, hopefully, between you two. Okay, so it looks like you two could be the championship contenders, because although you scored P2, she's got the victory, so that's going to snap away a little bit of your 26-point lead at the moment, Mr. Scotsman, so you're in for it. Okay, guys, that has been F5 tonight. As I said earlier, lots of drama, lots of safety cars, brilliant weather conditions. It made up the brilliant equation for an epic race. It has